Welcome everyone, this is David Rojas. I work for Red Hat. I'm a manager for Global Solutions Architecture, and I'll be speaking to you on a quick demo for Red Hat Automation Platform, specifically automating against Chocolatey, which is an application used to install application packages across your Windows enterprises. The use case we'll be looking at first is installing application packages. Really straightforward. So typically you have your Windows admin, you yourself may be one, and you need to install applications across the enterprise. Doing that manually obviously is one option, but it will take you a very long time, and it's prone to errors or missing workstations along the way. This will allow you to install hundreds or even thousands, theoretically, applications across an enterprise, not only quickly, but also reducing the chance or the probability of human error. It reduces complexity as you don't really need to know how to install each individual application. Chocolatey takes care of that for you, and Ansible helps automate that to make it quick, easy, and convenient. Throughout this demo, we're going to showcase a few features within Ansible Automation Platform, push button deployments, and of course our self-service IT surveys, which are always a big hit. So with that, let's get over to our Ansible tower. And before we go on, we'll take a look at the dashboard here. We're not going to get into a lot of details of Tower itself, but it will show here on the left-hand side. We're going to go to Job Templates or Templates. As you see, we'll click on that. This will produce normally in a production environment a long list of playbooks or job templates that run these playbooks of Ansible against different parts of enterprises. In this case, we're talking Windows devices. We're using Chocolatey for that. But you could be talking network, you could be talking storage, you could be talking security products, all being automated from one platform, Ansible Automation Platform. So with that, we'll take a look at our use case here. We're installing applications using Chocolatey and automating through Ansible. We'll come over here to the little rocket ship and launch our job template. Immediately that produces a survey, and this is one of the features that makes things a lot easier for anybody using, whether you're a Windows admin, potentially even scaling this out to your end users who can go out here and have rights to use some of these templates, not all of them, of course. In this case, this could be a relatively safe one. They want to install an application, or you want to install it for them across many devices. So as you can see, this is not coding, this is not super difficult. You go in here, there's a drop-down list. In this case, let's say it's a group of developers that need these items installed. We're going to give them Git. We're going to give them VS Code. And let's say right now they only had Firefox and need Google Chrome. Let's give them that as well. We're going to select for it to be present, meaning we're going to install it. We also can make it absent. We also can update it if we needed to. But for now, we're just going to make it present. That means it's going to install it if it's missing. If it's already there, then it's just going to double check that it's there and then move forward. So with that, we have everything set in terms of our survey. We are going to click next. This will give us our preview of what the survey has done, which, as you can see, it's created extra variables. Those variables are now defined here. As you can see, Chocolatey packages becomes a list. Git, Google Chrome, and VS Code are included there, and that'll be used within our run of our playbook. And then application state or app state is set at present. And again, those are just variables that we set through that through that survey. From there, we're going to launch. As we launch this, it takes us to a different screen, which, as you can see on the left-hand side, it gives you a ton of information for this particular job that's running based on that job template, right? On the right-hand side, you'll see the work that begins to happen here. You'll see that the play within the playbook has been initiated. A task within that play, which is gathering facts, is the first one being done, and it's hitting our Windows device. Happens to be student 1-win1. The next task after that is install multiple packages. So this is the part of the playbook that's actually installing the packages. For your information, the way Chocolatey works is that the module for Chocolatey within Ansible will go out there, double check to make sure that we have Chocolatey first installed at the individual Windows workstation. If it doesn't, it will install it, and then it proceeds to install the packages. If it's already there, like in this case, we already had it installed, it just moves straight to installing the packages themselves. So here we can see that it's changed in terms of the installation. It's completed successful. We have if you see a failed or red here, there's usually a problem. We can diagnose that. And just to give you some idea, and then we can kind of literally double click within the screen here to take a look at that particular task, and it gives you an idea of what's going on here. And I'll scroll through that slowly so you can see all the parameters. You'll notice some things here that are familiar. Git Google Chrome and VS Code, which is being installed. These are parameters that are being used against Chocolatey and the arguments for that module. But again, you don't have to know this. You don't have to code this. This is just being run within Tower, all in the background for you, but you have the information if you need to troubleshoot it at any given point in time. All right, we'll close that out. So we've now installed. And just to give you a little bit more information, you could always go back and do the opposite, right? So let's run it one more time. And now let's say we decided, you know what, these guys don't want Google Chrome after all. That's okay. We'll just make it absent. So we're not manipulating Git or anything else. That will stay on those workstations, but we are going to get rid of Google Chrome. We're going to make that absent. We're going to hit next. You'll see the preview one more time. This time we're only impacting Google Chrome in that package, and we're making it absent. We'll hit launch. And we'll go through the same routine here. Initiates the play, initiates the first task, which is just gathering information. So it knows exactly what it's doing and against what device. Once it has it, then it begins the next task, which is installing multiple packages. In this case, we're not adding anything new. Remember, we're simply taking something away. So we're uninstalling Google Chrome. It successfully has done that, and it's let us know that everything worked out, and there was a change made to this particular device, right? In case of multiple devices, you'll have a long list, and you can also change the verbosity and show more detail of each of the tasks, especially when troubleshooting. But we know it's working. We've used this 1,000 times, right? We'll let it run at this level. Right, hopefully that was instrumental and useful. Remember, key points here is that you have survey, that it's very easy to follow, drop-down list. You don't have to, know any, really even know Ansible, right? That one person can create that for you. Everybody else can use the automation within Ansible Tower. Remember also, you don't have to have expertise out in actually installing this manually or even remotely. That's all done by the playbook itself. And it allows you to scale very, very easily, right? Not just installing in 10 or 15 workstations, but 1,500 workstations or even more, making it very quick to get this done and reliable, and making sure you're not making mistakes along the way, and it's consistent across the board, regardless of whether you're a developer in New York City or a developer in San Francisco or a developer somewhere in Europe, right? All this will work out consistently, quick, and reliable. Great, thank you very much.